I now request our registrar, Dr. Rajesh Darade, to please come forward and guide our students who have just recently passed for the future.
Before I start, I request Hema to felicitate our Deputy Registrar, Dr. Naresh Alreja. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Dr. Rajesh Darade, Registrar of CPS, welcome you all for 152nd Convocation of College of Physicians and Surgeons of Mumbai. Respected President of CPS, Dr. Girish Mandarkar, sir, Vice President, Dr. Kavita Mandarkar, Dr. Ajay Samre, Deputy Registrar, Dr. Naresh Alreja, Controller of Examination, Dr. Jasawala, Honorable Council members, and today's guest of honor, Dr. Rahul Gete and Dr. Yogesh Salfale, all the dignitaries from the BAPIO, Dr. Ramesh Mehta, Dr. Bipin Batra, Dr. Professor Parag Singhal, Professor Geeta Menon, Mrs. Catherine Barnes, and Dr. Raju Khandelwal. Also, I welcome Dr. Sachin Mumre, our friend and faculty dean of MUHS, that is Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, Nashik, all the dignitaries of the dais, and my dear friends. I congratulate all students who are present today and all the other students who are taking degree in absentia for passing respective degree and becoming a consultant in the respective specialty. Dear students, up till now you are working as a resident doctors in the concerned specialty and in the concerned hospital and were protected by the senior doctors, your lecturers, your teachers and the head of the institutions. That means you are under protection while you are doing the post-graduation, either diploma or the fellowship. Henceforth, after this convocation, will be the independent consultant and the responsible person for the management of the patients. Therefore, you have to work with more responsibility. Very important thing while doing this is ethics. You all should do be ethical practice. You should be loyal to your patients and your colleagues. While doing this, communication is very important. This is the important aspect of our practice. You should all learn how to communicate with the patient and the patient's relatives. This is very important while doing the practice. This is going to reduce more than 90% of your litigations in the practice. Explain all the steps, procedures in detail to the patient and the relatives and take consent. This has to be in writing, not the verbal consent. Verbal consent has got no meaning when you go to the court of law. Record keeping. This is also an important aspect of the practice. Indoor and OPD record keeping is an important part of the good and ethical practice. You should keep all the papers updated, consent, procedures, any complications, all things has to be mentioned on the paper and has to be kept as a record. We don't know which patient is going to the court of law, so there are guidelines how long you should keep the records of different specialty. Reporting. This is also important part of practice. Daily and monthly reporting to the competent authority is important. This is compulsory for the everyone, especially the radiologists and the obstetricians and the gynecologists, because they have to daily update and online ultrasonography done in the day and update every day. Display all the degrees, your degrees and all the permissions in the OPD at a visible site is also very important. Display all the charges of the OPD, minor and major procedures and the operations. This is a must for all of you when you start the practice. You have to develop yourself gradually to acquire good skills in the subject. For example, surgeon or the gynecologist doing simple procedure initially becomes competent and does more complicated cases or the surgery over the period of time. That means he develops a mastery in the subject, and this applies to all other subjects also. If you think any patient is complicated, take help of your colleagues, seniors, and the friends, and refer to higher center or to the person who can manage this complicated case very well. In short, you should know your limitations while doing the practice. Majority of the people sitting on the dais, including me, are the product of CPS, and we have gone through all these stages to reach this level. Many of our students are leading practitioners in taluka and district places. Our former president, Dr. Venkatesh, already mentioned the cause for maternal mortality and the infant mortality reduction in the Maharashtra is because of the CPS students who are working in the periphery. So many students are leading practitioners. Also, the students, few students are doing good job in the foreign countries also. So, dear students, if you are a sincere, hardworking, and doing a good ethical practice, no one can stop you from your practice and the progress. So, once again, I congratulate you all and wish all the success in life. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai CPS.